Shut up and sit down.
Hello, and welcome to the Ken Frederick Podcast. Today is March 3rd.
Okay, you went way too far. I was okay till the March 3rd.
You told me to be. I had to use my radio voice.
Give the date, Ken.
I did. I said it was March 3rd.
Okay.
Right.
And I always give the year. 2016.
In case anyone forgot from the last one.
And today we have a special guest.
We do. Introduce yourself, sir.
Lance Wyatt.
Hey, it's Lance.
Of the Wyatt family. not Ray Wyatt in that gang, the other Wyatt family. Not the scary Wyatt family, the nice Wyatt family. But welcome, Lance.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for joining us on this lovely Thursday night in the snow.
And this is a very special occasion because this is a very cheese-centric podcast.
Yes, Justin is in control tonight. That means I will be shutting up for most of the podcast. So it's the Cheese Show. I sang a song earlier, but I'm not going to do it now.
Oh,
Come
you need to
on.
sing it.
Do it later. We'll sing it later.
This is a bad idea.
So this is, take it away.
Episode 4, starring the cheese.
All right, so
Cheese stands alone.
the cheese always stands alone.
Cheese Wars.
I sat and watched the Oscars alone, which leads us into our
there's a
first
surprise.
segment.
I'm shocked. You mean they didn't have any ladies over that night?
No,
Well, you know, that is a big pickup time.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, ladies, you want to come over and watch this thing about stuff that no one has
I
idea
promise I'll put pants on.
You promised that last time.
I made it through 0.5 seconds of the Oscars. Someone was performing. I saw Woody and what's his name do
What?
Buzz and Woody they presented an Oscar.
yeah.
I'm like, this is dumb. And I'm out.
You know how much I did? I saw it as I was scanning past it. Oh, the Oscars are on. And then I went right back.
Buzz and Woody actually.
You have
it
a
was
note
best
for this?
animated feature. I didn't write it down, but I remember. It was
Well,
best
let's
animated
just
feature.
also point out one thing that
I took a bunch of notes because
a whole tablet full of notes.
That's a giant legal pad.
the show was 4 hours. It was a typical Oscars night. I was bored, so I was making notes.
Yes, but
So
none
we
of
just-
them are who wore what.
no
I
outfit
don't
notes.
do the outfit notes.
Well, didn't you binge watch movies before the Oscars?
I watched The Revenant and I watched The Big Short beforehand.
Was it a long movie?
The Revenant was like 3 hours.
I don't know why I found
Oh,
that
The
funny.
Big Short. I'm not awake. Hey. The Revenant was a good movie.
No, that's not what you said.
No,
you said it
let
was
me
horrible.
let me
He can't.
get
In case
to the point.
Leonardo DiCaprio's watching or listening to this.
Oh, okay, sorry, Leo.
From a technical film standpoint, the performances, it was a really, really well done movie, but I hated it.
You know what I really liked about it? All the natural lighting.
Yeah. Last week, Lance. Because, by the way, Lance hasn't listened to any of these, but he's guest starring on it.
Oh, you know, you go into it cold.
Justin pointed out his big point last week was that The Revenant used all natural lighting instead of fake lighting.
Which
is, I guess, is a big deal.
From a filming standpoint, it is a big deal because they
I
actually
only
had
film in natural light, so I don't know.
they actually had to move the entire production from Canada to the southern tip of Peru so that they could film in snow.
Well, they're dumb. Like, that's just not cost effective. Like, that's stupid.
Why don't you just use some fake snow?
Because the
this
whole
movie's
idea
gotta
of this
be
movie
natural.
was to have everything. They wanted on location. They wanted
And how much money did they make out of this movie?
the movie's made. I don't know the exact numbers.
Oh,
the
no,
movie
we're
made a bunch of
Disappointed.
money.
It's your show, and you don't know.
I can look
how
it
much-
up if you really want me to. It made quite a bit of money.
So you like The
But it didn't
Revenant.
make Star Wars money. They could have
No,
just
it didn't make
CGI'd
Star
that
Wars
snow
money.
and it would have been fine.
I didn't like the
Kylo Ren
film.
money.
It was really, really well done, but I didn't like it. It was depressing. It was dark. It was not fun to watch.
So that you saying that it was a great movie, but it's not fun to watch, completely confuses the shit out of me. How can it be fun to watch, not fun to watch, but also be great?
There are a lot of movies that aren't fun to watch that are great films.
If it's not fun to watch, I don't watch it.
And usually I don't. I've been trying to change my viewing in the last few years, but
Okay.
it's stuff like this that pushes me away from doing that. I mean, it's movies like The Shawshank Redemption. It's one of the greatest movies ever made.
I love
It's a
this-
depressing.
Oh, but that's a great movie.
Whoa, that's
well,
not
but
depressing. That's a whole movie about hope and how you can struggle for so long and finally set yourself free.
Ken got kind of deep there.
Yeah. Wow.
I love Shawshank Redemption.
Throw him a ladder so he can get out of that.
No, but I mean, I agree. There's a difference between art and entertainment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
So we're
And
saying that
this
The Revenant
was
was
art.
art and not entertainment.
Exactly. It was art for the sake of art. They were trying to tell a story about this guy that Leonardo DiCaprio played, which he won Best Actor, by the way.
Are we throwing off your whole notes by
We are.
just talking about it?
No,
Okay.
like I said, it was art. It was really well done. I hated the movie.
Okay.
On the other end of the spectrum, The Big Short.
Spectrum.
Spectrum. I can't talk. I hate you.
It's one of those strange Dr. Tools you don't want to see.
I hate you.
All right, I'm officially being quiet now. Starting now. And go. There we go. All right.
The Big Short I actually really enjoyed. It was
that's the
well
one with
done.
Steve Carell. All those
Steve Carell, Christian Bale.
I was going to say Christian Slater. Like,
Yeah,
was
I
so-
almost did say Christian Slater.
And what was that about?
That was about coming upon the financial crash in 2008. There were a couple groups of market watchers and hedge fund managers is what they were. And they saw the signs of the housing bubble and what was coming. And so what they did was they decided, and I don't know the technical terms, but basically they decided to bet against the housing market.
That's when you short it.
The short. They shorted the housing market, and what they did was they convinced banks to basically sell them almost an insurance package is how the short works.
This sounds like the most boring movie.
I just fell asleep during the explanation.
You
I can
can-
imagine during the movie.
But you can choose whether if the stock goes up, you can say I think this is going to go up, and then you make money. But you can also say I think the bottom is going to drop out of this, and
I think
if that
the bottom just
happens,
fell out of this podcast.
I want to make money.
Okay, let's move on to the next film. That was
One note, though, The
and
Revenant.
then in Act 2.
One note, though, The Revenant has made $167 million.
All right, look at Lance.
What was
coming.
Star Wars money?
What did Deadpool make in one weekend?
158.
Yeah, so
But for a movie like The Revenant, it made
And how much it cost? I want to know what it cost to make.
$135 million.
yeah,
Oh, so,
160 is just domestic, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, it's just domestic.
Yeah.
but it hasn't been released. That's not going to be.
Oh, no. It's
Is that international?
It's the U.S. and France.
Oh, U.S. and France.
Is it going to be released anywhere else though? No one in China wants to go see that movie.
Oh, they like Leo.
Yeah, but in good movies, not in that crap. I guarantee it won't do well. I mean, would it make $30 million? All that crap, and it's the best movie of the year. Star Wars is the best movie of the year because it made the most and it's good. Next.
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. What do you got next?
So Don's Oscars would be probably about 15 minutes.
Yeah,
No,
my
Don's
Oscars would be real quick.
Oscars are the MTV Movie Awards.
Yeah, exactly.
Best kiss, best butt shot.
No, I would have. If these were all right. So if it was my Oscars, real quick, don't mean to hijack your segment. If it was my Oscars, Best Picture to me, I would give it to Star Wars just because I would take everything in, but it'd be a close second with Straight Outta Compton because I thought that movie was fantastic.
That was a very good movie.
And I agree. And I think Straight Outta Compton should have been nominated.
I think it got snubbed.
I also think
It doesn't fit the bill.
this Oscars was a very political motivated. The whole thing was political and racially motivated
Thank you,
because there was a great. Did you watch Chris Rock's monologue?
I did. And
There
it was
was
very good.
There was a great joke about Jada where
I don't get the reference. What did she do?
She was one of the people that came out and said, "Well, there are no African American
People
Nominees.
nominated.
nominees, so I am boycotting." Never mind, you weren't in a film this year.
yeah and
Just doing Gotham.
but so
Well, it's
Chris
'cause her
Rock makes
husband.
and by all accounts he probably should have been nominated.
I didn't see his movie, so I have no clue.
I don't
I know it didn't do well.
Well,
No.
it's another one of those movies that was more art.
And it was
than-
sending a message about concussions and the seriousness
Right.
of
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
But didn't we know that already? Like,
Well, yeah, I mean...
But this was the story about the doctor that first brought this to light to the NFL.
I actually was surprised more Yinzers didn't want to see it because it was all set in Pittsburgh.
Because it was a Pittsburgh movie.
It had to do with the Steelers.
Yinzers love a good Pittsburgh movie.
Yep.
Anyway.
But anyway, Chris Rock did a really funny joke, and I'm gonna blow the delivery.
Oh, you're going to do it?
Oh, this
talks-
is great.
but he talks-
Cheese
no.
on rock. Here we go.
Rock cheese.
Rock cheese.
He talks about he was going off about Jada, and he says, "Are you in TV?" He said, "You didn't even get an invite." He's like, "This is like Rihanna's panties." He's like, "Sure, I'm gonna go, but I didn't get an invite."
Now, what was the part? Why was everybody upset about Stacey Dash from
because
Clueless? What did she do?
that
I missed
that segment was the most awkward. She was supposed.
I
to
felt
be,
like reading about it and got instantly bored, so I stopped reading about it.
it was really badly planned, and it was really badly pulled off. And
What happened?
They were trying to be jokingly serious, and they said, "This is the new representative for diversity for the Academy," and she walks out and she just kind of stands there and is looking, and I don't even remember, she does like a 15-second monologue that was awkward, and then she just kind of looks around and just walks off stage.
Well, what was the point of it supposed to be?
Because
Why her of
it
all
was
people?
I don't know, because they said I'm the new African American representative for diversity in the Academy or something.
Stacey
It was
Dash was from Clueless. Do you remember her?
She
Oh.
played
What's her face?
Sky.
Yeah, something like that.
yeah. It was just
And that
really
was probably the
awkward.
last movie she made.
I think she was in some. What's his name?
A couple Netflix originals.
No, well, what's his name? Tyler Perry movies. There's a couple-
Well, yeah, I mean, she's probably snuck in a few of those.
But it
With
was just
Morris Chestnut.
it was just
Great
really
name.
awkward, and
Morris Chestnut.
it was the show really kind of died there because
You
nobody.
mean it was alive before that happened? Like it seemed pretty boring to me, but
It was awkward.
There were a lot. Yeah, it was really awkward. There were a lot of funny joke moments. There were some skits that I thought went on a little too far. Chris Rock was doing this thing about helping his daughters sell Girl Scout cookies.
Ah, yes.
And it was funny. And then because they brought a bunch of the local Hollywood Girl Scouts out, and they were giving out boxes of cookies to all the actors sitting in the audience, and people were throwing out money, and Chris Rock was making jokes. Like Louis Gossett Jr. had money out, and he's like, "No, Louis, you got diabetes. You stay away from them cookies." And it was funny, but it went on a little too long.
When he berated Leo. Come on, I know you got some cash.
You made $30 million on that movie. You gonna pony up some money for some cookies.
they made I think the Girl Scouts made like $65,000 on cookies that night.
Really?
Yeah.
I would
Something
even make
ridiculous.
more than
It was a lot. Just some of the other notes I have.
It's more than I make in 10 years. They've made cookies in one night.
Yeah.
I think it's enough.
Yes, but you're not selling crack.
You mean I have it? That's an option?
Ask classes gone wild.
There was one of the weird. Joe Biden was at the Oscars.
Yeah, that was a
and
strange
gave an
one.
award.
What
That was a
he
little
there
odd.
for?
The only note I wrote was Joe Biden at the Oscars.
With free
question
drinks.
marks.
Wait, there's free drinks at the Oscars?
Probably. I would have hoped so.
The one thing that I have to bring up.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers was at the Oscars.
Well, he's with Olivia Munn.
Yeah, but
an
I just
actress.
remember they're panning through the audience and they show him, and I'm like, was that Aaron Rodgers? Because I didn't know he was with.
Olivia Munn.
I didn't know that
Sideline.
they were together.
Yeah.
So that was weird.
What a lucky individual.
They had
Seriously.
Yeah.
Ali G. They had Borat come out and do a thing as
God.
Ali G. And I hate Ali
Enough
G.
with him
I've
already.
never found him funny.
Well, I mean, Sasha Cohen or whatever his name is, it's enough.
Yeah.
With the same shtick that he has a new movie coming out now.
And the
he's
funny thing is it has
playing-
nothing to do with any of his previous characters.
It's a new character, isn't it?
But that's how they're marketing the movie is if you liked all this stuff,
if you liked Borat,
come check out this movie.
and what's the other guy does? He does the gay guy, the hairdresser dude.
Adam Sandler. You mean
No.
Zohan?
No, Borat does the character where he's like,
Oh yes. I don't.
I forget his
can't remember.
name. Whatever.
Yeah, but it's annoying.
If you remember his name, put it on our Facebook wall.
One of the I can't get out of here without factoids.
Factoids. What is that? Is that a disease? I have factoids.
Wasn't that with the
So
metal?
a nice cream will take care of that.
I think it was the machine from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
No, it's Fugitoid.
Yeah, factoids.
One of the things that I thought was actually really cool. John Williams, who does scores
Superman
for
theme.
Superman, Star Wars,
Yeah.
Harry Potter. He's done so many.
You could have left it at Superman and Star Wars.
Shut
You
up,
didn't have to
Dawn.
go- You didn't have to
Raiders
go
of the
Harry
Lost
Potter.
He has been nominated 50 times.
Who else does it? Like, that's like
He's got the market on it.
that's like
Once Mancini died, I mean, come on.
But I mean, that's 50 nominations, and he's won 5. He has 5 Oscars.
What terrible odds that is. He's been nominated 50
He's
times.
horrible. That's the worst person in his
Let me guess
field.
what they were. Superman, Star Wars, Indiana Jones,
Jaws.
I don't know what the wins were. I didn't look that up. I just saw the fact. It was
and
50
Debbie Does
nominations.
Dallas.
No, I mean, it was
Twice in one night.
Raiders of the Lost Ark or Close Encounters?
It was probably Close Encounters because
I think it was
they
Close
had that cool
Encounters.
piano thing that you can do.
I don't
That
know.
boo 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 boo. That's Close Encounters of the Third
how's it
Kind.
go again?
Lance knows what I'm talking about. Thank God he's here. There's some smart people in here talking.
Oh yeah, because you're so
Me,
intelligent with
me
the
and
Debbie
Ken are
Does.
having a very bad day. We're gonna fight for some reason. We don't know why.
I always enjoy whenever you get real close to the mic.
I
to,
do.
like, get
That's
with
when I
the-
really want to make a point how much I hate Ken. I'm changing the name of this podcast
And
It's too late now. We already
to the
bought the domain.
Cheese Show.
and I watched this, and like the closer you get, the more
louder.
the spikes come in.
Yeah.
The more I have to edit when we get in post production.
So are we done with the Oscar notes?
Basically, they're just a couple other things. Brie Larson won for Room.
Ah, that's
So
my girl.
Ramona Flowers has an Oscar.
There we go. I like it. I like
Did
it.
Star Wars win anything?
No, Star Wars did not win any awards.
We got the snub.
which
Not even costumes?
no,
Wow.
no, and that was the other note from a technical award perspective. Mad Max swept almost everything. Mad Max won
I
costume,
don't
production
understand.
design,
Mad
best
Max-
sound mixing.
How can that win? Just make everything look dirty.
Yeah. Hey, put on a bunch of shitty clothes. That's called the kids who play Pathfinder here. you want to get kids that look dirty and people that look gross.
And the other one
Hope they don't
that,
listen to it.
that I didn't see and would never and probably won't watch, but I thought was kind of cool. The best documentary feature was the one about Amy Winehouse. Actually,
Oh,
won.
okay. I wanted to watch it, but then I'm like, I'll just listen to her music.
yeah. Then you got bored.
Yeah.
Then you start playing Fallout.
Oh, level
I
50.
want- I want to
So
watch
excited.
these Oscar movies. I'll load them in the Netflix queue and then play Fallout.
I actually watched some stuff on Netflix. Is this the segue to me watching Netflix?
Yeah.
No, this is a different. We're on a segue to something else now.
No, we can segue into the Netflix. We
Thought
can
we were
we
doing
can
the big
adjust
trailer.
we can adjust the order of the show.
All right.
So let's go into the Netflix part, and we were gonna talk about the end of Jessica Jones because you finally finished it.
And it was like I worked an 8-hour shift to finish the end of the show. And I don't actually work at work, so it was like I actually worked an 8-hour shift
Powering through it.
to get through this. I was very disappointed because I was watching it and I felt like it just stretched the story along. And then I could tell, like, by the second to last episode, they inserted the company, was it IGH, that is affiliated with, who was paying all of Jessica Jones' medical bills
Okay.
when she was in the accident. If you didn't watch it, I'm sorry, I'm going to spoil it.
Thanks, Ken.
It's,
Did you see it, Lance?
Not yet.
Oh.
well,
Not
Spoilers.
now.
A lot of spoilers here.
you have to watch it because it's a Marvel property. If you're going to watch Defenders, you have to get through it.
All right.
But so I'm going to spoil it because we're going to talk about the ending. But the way, see, I don't want to do it now because Lance is here. I don't want to ruin it for him.
Oh, go ahead.
He don't care.
Does Gretchen care?
Gretchen's in her own world. By the way, Lance's wife is in the room, all the way down the other end, just listening and paying no attention to us. Carry on,
I think she's going, you idiots.
idiots.
Probably.
We don't want to talk about Daredevil.
Okay.
All right, I won't ruin because Daredevil's good. I don't want to ruin that.
No Daredevil.
Daredevil is
But-
awesome.
So the ending's very anticlimactic because they kill off they kill off Kilgrave at the end, and they don't even do it like cool or anything. Like,
No,
what she
it's
just do-
it's just the climax that she finally learns how to beat him,
yeah, and
and
it's
she
annoying.
can get past it and rips his
And
head off.
sacrifices her best friend to do it because if he would have changed his
Yeah.
mind at all,
Yeah.
the whole plan would have failed again because she's horrible at making plans.
Yeah, it was kind of a letdown. Well, I kept thinking that Daredevil was going to show up at the end.
Yeah.
And I remember reading the previews of each episode, and it was like, and I just went through and I scanned them all the way down from episode 1 to the end, and it said a familiar face in the area lends a hand to Jessica and Luke, and I'm like, oh, Daredevil's going to be in the last one. This will be cool.
No.
And it's Rosario Dawson doing the night nurse. And I'm like, really? This is what? Because I kind of was waiting for that.
Yeah.
Like, I'll power through these boring ones
Just to see
because it's going
Daredevil.
to see Daredevil
Yeah.
mixed in with her and Luke.
No.
And it's the night nurse.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, Rosario Dawson.
And it's just
thank
cryptic,
you.
like,
Yeah.
oh, I know someone that's got things too.
I know a guy that kind of does things that you shouldn't do at night around. Just say his name is Daredevil for Christ's sakes and move on.
And they
He
live in the
couldn't show
same-
up for 5 minutes.
Yeah, and they live in the same neighborhood. It bothered me.
Yeah, that bothered me too because that was what I was waiting for.
And for some reason, this is me just being stupid. I skimmed through and I didn't read them, but I looked at the pictures. I'm like, oh, well, the end shows him, like, and I thought it was like a courtroom and, like, Kilgrave was standing there.
Yeah.
That didn't happen at all. I thought he was going to get arrested. And then I was genuinely shocked when he gets killed. I was like, I guess it's horrible. Now I never get to see him again because he's the only reason I watched that show.
But I mean, no one's going to.
He was
stay
a good
dead.
villain.
You never know.
Yeah.
They could always bring him back.
The AGIH LMNOP Organization of Evil.
And then the stuff with Nuke, I didn't really enjoy. That guy was kind of annoying.
Yeah, he was annoying. Because I don't know why he had to fight her to kill. It just didn't make any sense.
you know, but yeah.
Didn't make any...
The next one will be better.
Yeah. Well, if
Daredevil's next, season 2. That'll
2
be
weeks.
good. 2
I
weeks.
can't wait. I just don't want to. I don't know if I can sit through another season where she has horrible plans and it's all
And
gonna-
drinks a lot.
drinks a lot, and then she's gonna have to fight Nuke and then go through that.
It looks
that
dirty.
company. Yeah.
And,
She, like,
I hope she doesn't ruin Luke Cage's.
I hope she's not in it because
Well-
when he leaves, I'm hoping that he just disappears.
I hope his is like sticks to him and maybe introduce Iron Fist. I don't want to see her being miserable.
You know, what I'm really upset around is that they cast Danny Rand as a white guy, not an Asian guy. Apparently, Lance didn't see all this hoopla on the internet. That apparently people are upset that they didn't cast an Asian dude.
To play Iron Fist, even though
No, he's
it's
never
not an
been
Asian
Asian
guy.
guy.
Plays that's Iron Fist. But yeah, people were upset about it because they saw a martial arts thing taking place in China, and they were like, "Why isn't a Chinese guy playing Iron Fist?" Because he's not.
not.
Chinese.
Yeah.
He's just practices it.
Yeah. So that's my Jessica Jones rant. But while I was watching Jessica Jones, I caught a. So I like to watch really weird stuff on Netflix.
Okay.
And Dawn
Like
knows.
Lap Dance starring Carmen Electra
No.
in her 40s.
One of my favorite shows on Netflix that I watch sporadically is Danger 5, which is a great show. If you have
It is.
Netflix, check it
It
out.
really is.
It's a 2-season Australian show about a group of, set in World War II, about a group of like spies that are trying to find Hitler. Justin hates the show. He watched one episode
Yeah,
of
he
it and
hates
couldn't
it.
handle it.
It's kind of like Team America by the South Park guys.
Yeah.
But with real people,
Ah.
not puppets.
And
it-
it is unbearable to watch.
I think it's
It's funny.
amazing.
The leader of the group is just a guy with an eagle head.
And the
And this show was on years ago. It's not even like new.
it's not even new. No. And
And he
it's-
has an eagle head, and he's a complete bigot towards women. He doesn't like women, even though women are on his team.
And the smartest person on the team is a woman. And the one time, he's like, she says something. He's like, "Well, how many stars are on your shoulders?" She's like, "None." He's like, "That's right, I got 3." And then it's because he's like an army captain.
And then she'll say something, and he'll be like, "It's a good idea. Shut up, woman!" And he'll like yell at her for talking
Was
too
this like the
much.
precursor to Archer?
It's kind of like that, I guess,
so
maybe.
weird.
It is absolutely
And
unbearable.
every time they almost
amazing.
capture Hitler at the end of the show, he gets away by jumping out of a window, and it's the same scene every show.
And sometimes they switch it so he jumps out of the right side of the screen instead of the left side, but it's the same
Well,
shot.
there'll be no window around, and then they're
Yeah.
about to catch him, and then he'll just jump out the window.
He's like in a cave, and then it shows him jump out. It's just goofy.
and every
a la
plot that
Spider-Man in the 70s.
Yes.
every
Okay.
plot that the Eagle gives them will be like, you have to stop them from blowing up this bomb, and oh yeah, kill Hitler. That's like the last.
And it cuts to
directive.
like cheesy music, and it's like, no. It goes-
So tell them about the best part though.
So there's this one character that I can't remember his name. And
He's like the Spanish guy.
He's the Spanish guy, but he's like their bartender for the team. But he also goes out, so he's always making drinks.
Everybody is from a different country on the
Yeah.
team.
So he's from like Mexico.
He's from Colombia, I think.
Colombia, okay. South American. So he's So when they go out, someone always gets shot, not like on the team, but someone else, and he catches them. And they always tell him how to make the perfect drink of their nationality
Before they die.
When they're dying.
And then
At the end of the show, he's making it for everybody. So whenever someone's dying, they're like, "You fought well, you're brave," and they'll go, 1 part's orange juice, 2 parts cranberry juice. And it'll be like the perfect daiquiri. Like he'll just start, and it just makes you laugh every time. Especially when they were in Russia and they did the Moscow Mule. He was giving them their, and then at the end they're always drinking it.
Yeah.
You know, he just listens. He's listening to them.
And there's
tell this
always a
drink.
fake product drop in it somewhere where they cut and there's someone like, and then at the end it does like a weird commercial after the last scene,
Yeah.
and then it's like it's good.
It's some funny shit. I don't know why you don't like it.
It's definitely not something to binge watch, but if you're like, I have like 45 minutes, I'll burn through 2 episodes of this and watch where they go, the Nazis are
When
in
you're
Japan.
sitting at my house on a Thursday night with nothing to do.
Nazis go to Japan and they resurrect dinosaurs from fossils and put Gatling guns on them. And it's all like horrible. Like you see the strings on the plane, the toy plane from like the old, like, was it Thunderbolts?
Thunderbirds.
Yeah,
Thunderbirds, yeah.
Yeah.
So in the vein of that, I found another show.
Okay.
And it was popular on YouTube, but they did a full length. It was Kung Fury. And it was a 40-minute long like Kung Fury kind of like show movie thing. And
A show movie thing.
well, it's not like it's the only one there is, so there's not multiple of it.
Okay.
And it's only 40 minutes long. But it was the greatest like synopsis of everything that was amazing in the 80s in one 40-minute chunk. So it was a lot of karate. There was Nazis in it. But it was like watching it through a VHS tape because then it faked the tracking lines and flashed like tracking. And then like one part of the tape gets stuck during a fight scene and then it comes back like they fixed it and it's going again during the fight scene. But it's all about how this guy this police officer is trying to track down a...
Oh, I have seen that. Yes.
Did you watch the whole thing? Because before they released a 5-minute like
No, I
preview.
saw the 5 minutes.
Okay, so now it's like 40 minutes long now. And it
And
is
what's the title of it again?
Kung Fury.
Kung Fury.
Yeah, so he is a police officer that gets struck by lightning and bit by a cobra at the same time, and he gets the powers of an ancient karate that has never been done before on the world. And then he has to fight, was it Hitler has a special kung fu name too, and I can't remember his name is. My Fury or something. It's something like Führer, but it's
And
Fury.
how old is it?
It's 2 years old, maybe.
Years
It's not that old, but it's very like.
Is it a UK show?
No, it's just like, these
YouTube.
kids. Yeah, YouTube, and it
guys,
got so many
okay.
hits they decided to make a 40-minute thing of it. It's amazing. There's a Triceratops policeman. There is Nazis that take over arcade machines.
So it's basically stuff you should watch when you're high.
Well, I mean, it was amazing, and I wasn't high. So that's my tip of the week.
That is Ken Frederick Does Netflix.
I won't do my rant. I'll save my rant for later because
No, we can do it later.
All right.
Like,
So the next thing we want to talk about, the new Ghostbusters movie. The trailer dropped for the first time today.
yep.
Right onto the floor.
Really?
Yeah.
No slime.
I've only watched it once, but I liked
Ghostbusters or the trailer?
the trailer.
Okay.
I've only seen that Ghostbusters movie
Them
once.
there Ghostbusters movies.
I
Sigourney Weaver's
liked
in
the
it.
trailer.
15 times.
I thought they're going for a different feel. All the ghosts it was very colorful, they weren't, because in the 80s when they made it, the ghosts were kind of set.
They were all the same.
They were all the same, but they were.
They were all Disney haunted house.
Yeah.
It was just a person faded out of the.
Yeah, it was
They were
faded
all,
back.
like, white
where
colored.
now it's you can tell it's CGI obviously, but it's very vivid and they're going for a different tone.
You mean they didn't get real ghosts? this
No,
time
they
in
didn't
the
get
end?
real ghosts. The one thing that confused me a little bit by the trailer is leading up to this, they've been saying, no, this is not a continuation of the first two that were made before. This is a rebooted version. It's the same idea, but it's completely rebooted.
But yet the trailer
But they
starts up says
opened
30
the trailer
Yeah.
Yeah.
30 years ago. These heroes saved New York, and So I don't know. Is this a continuation or?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I don't know
Some of the scenes they had where like they showed the proton pack sort of coming to life sort of made you think that they were resurrecting the technology.
Yeah, and they show Slimer. That was the best part of the whole
Right.
trailer.
Yeah.
They showed Slimer.
I like the double gun.
The double gun,
yes.
the double gun thing was
That
cool.
looked cool.
Actually, the part where they're slapping Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah.
Was
The
funny.
power of pain compels you.
So does anybody have a problem here with them casting a whole female team?
Not at all.
No, not at all.
Why do you think all these idiots online have a problem with it?
Because they have nothing better to do.
Exactly. People wanted Ghostbusters 3 with Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray, and
That was
Do you feel that they're
Bill
trying to
Murray,
make
Two of them are
these?
dead. Two of them won't fit in the
Right, right.
outfit.
But do you feel that they're trying to make these girls look exactly like the original Ghostbusters? Because I really picked up on that vibe a little bit. Like
They
the one
want-
girl was really Egon.
Oh,
well,
hair and
that chick from
weirdness.
Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
She looks just like Egon from the cartoon. Do you remember? Because he had that yellow coif. Of
that
whatever.
big
Yeah,
crazy
yeah.
hair.
But,
yeah.
but I think they actually tried to stick to the personality of the characters, and that sort of like shapes what you see them as.
I mean, Kristen Wiig wasn't acting like Peter Venkman. It didn't seem like she wasn't being like kind of an asshole.
Well, no, I think Melissa McCarthy is more the Peter Venkman.
she's more not the who's the more the Dan.
Dan
Aykroyd.
Aykroyd.
Yeah, I think Kristen Wiig's more
Kristen
the Dan
Wiig
Ack-
is
Dan
definitely going to be
Aykroyd.
the Dan Aykroyd
Now,
character.
other than the other girl being black like Winston is, I don't really think she acted anything like Winston.
No, she acted a lot tougher than Winston.
She was acting a lot tougher.
Winston was kind of a wuss.
She was sort of like a big badass who was
Right.
real tough and like you need some muscle on this team and someone who can handle people. Where Winston was all like,
And gave him the Cadillac.
yeah, gave
Yeah,
him
the
the Cadillac.
Cadillac.
She seemed to have more of a.
It seemed like Winston in the old ones just like filled out a newspaper ad.
And just
So
walk
here
right
to
in
work.
later after their Ghostbusters, where she's in it from like the beginning.
Well,
you
but
know.
she's supposed to be like the street smarts part of him, because what she worked in
She
the
was,
the
she
transit
works at-
authority.
yeah.
Yeah, the Transit Authority. But I'm
no,
happy
I like the
with it.
cast though. I think the cast is great.
Yeah, I'm happy. I like the cast. I like it. The trailer looked good. I saw a bunch of people hate this trailer, and I don't know why.
Because people, it's going to ruin their childhood.
But that's not like I watched a podcast this afternoon, and people
Here he goes again.
that I'm usually right in line with in their views. Like if the stuff they like, I'm usually I
Is this the Kevin Smith podcast?
no, it's not the Kevin Smith.
Fat Man on
podcast.
Batman. Free plug.
I love Fat Man on Batman, but that's another.
Kevin-
That's a rant I could go on later.
Justin's a huge Kevin Smith.
I love
fan.
Kevin Smith.
Anything he does, Justin does.
But no, this movie show I watch every day, and
movie show.
usually I'm on board with these guys. Like we have the same opinions, and they all pretty much hated this trailer, and I can't figure out why.
Because it's let me tell you this. It's the cool thing to hate this trailer, to hate this movie.
But
if you're one of
Again,
these
these
people
guys
now,
no,
it's
because these guys are professional critics.
still, it's
That's what they do,
It's the
and-
thing to hate this. You know why? Because everybody, you got to be with Bill Murray and the thing.
I hate Bill Murray.
Yeah,
I'm over
this,
him.
Even though
Really?
Bill Murray
I
wasn't
love
he
Bill
in
Murray.
on this casting though?
Supposedly everybody that's still alive has a cameo in the movie.
But see, what pisses me off about Bill Murray is the fact that he had all this time that he could have agreed
could
to
have
do
done this
Ghostbusters
years
3,
ago.
and because of his ego, couldn't work with the guy from that wrote, was it Stripes? I can't remember that guy's
Harold
name.
Ramis.
Harold
Ramis,
Ramis,
yeah.
yeah. And like, so it's his, like, partly his fault
this
that he
is
couldn't
his
get his head out
fault.
of his butt.
10, 15 years ago, he could
Oh, I
have
know.
done this movie.
I completely agree. Dan
Before-
Aykroyd tried to get Ghostbusters 3 done
Yeah.
15 years ago.
And they've wrote so many different ones. I remember one where they were even going to write Bill Murray out, and he was going to be a ghost as part of it, or like there's a floating around script that they were in. It's like the Ghostbusters are in hell trying to fight demons there because they get sucked in. So I've heard all these different like proposed scripts that everybody turned down. So
Yeah.
So do you think this is, based off what we talked about, a continuation?
I don't know. The studio is, even after the trailer, I saw another
Because
article.
they showed
that
the
this
old
is not-
firehouse exactly
Well, I
the way it
think
looked.
they're-
Well, no, it was a Chinese restaurant.
Well, at first they showed the firehouse in the trailer. at the
Oh, that's
beginning.
right. You're right.
Yeah.
But if you look at some of the scenes, I'm friends with some people on Facebook who are starting to pick it apart. And there's a scene where they're facing in, they're talking to somebody, and you look out, and you can definitely see the doors. They're inside the firehouse.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they might start in the Chinese. So in the original story, whenever they start getting popular and they start
They
getting
had
a
to
lot,
buy
of,
the firehouse.
They go.
they
when they
go.
get
And
that
that's when they go
firehouse.
by the firehouse. So they might start above the Chinese restaurant and go from there.
And then they'll end up back.
I
in the
just
firehouse.
hope it's a continuation. I don't want to. I don't see why it couldn't be.
I agree. I don't really care either way. If they want to completely reboot it, that's fine.
Yeah.
But don't tease in the trailer that it's a continuation and then have it be something completely different when we actually go see the movie.
I agree.
Right.
I agree.
I mean, in the one scene they show the subway, and it has like this the symbol painted on the wall, and I kind of looked nostalgic.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, no,
like-
you're right. It did. It
Yeah,
sort
it
of
didn't look
echoed
like it
back
was
to the
new.
fact that they needed someone to save the city again.
yeah, because they're all gone or whatever.
And who's going to go and just, that's going to be, and it was a horrible graffiti. I'm sure people can do better graffiti of this Ghostbusters logo than that.
It looked old, like it was there in the '80s, and it'd been there a while. You know, like
I just thought some 8-year-old kid took some crayons and went,
and drew a Ghostbuster symbol.
On subway tile?
those New York kids are crazy.
So what about all the weapons that they showed? It looked like they had a lot more. They did a lot more.
I like the laser bear,
Bear
trap.
trap?
Yeah.
the bear trap, the
there's-
double guns. thing.
There's got to be some kind of a comedic mishap with that bear trap. Though.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Something's going to happen with that's just going to be a moment.
How about the giant? There was like a giant
The clown
walking
thing,
Clown
the
walking-
on
yeah.
stilts.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I
the
said,
ghosts look. I thought the ghosts look really good.
I thought they look cool. That scene where where she's trying to be nice to the ghost and approach it, and she just spews ectoplasm all over
Slime went into every orifice of my body.
every crack. That stuff's really tough to clean out. I really like Kristen Wiig's humor because she can be that over the top funny, but then she can have that dry,
That deadpan.
deadpan funny.
and I
That
liked it. What's her name? Melissa McCarthy. Is that her
Yeah.
name? Is still kind of chunky in this one. Instead of now she's all skinny, and I don't find her funny when she's skinny. You know.
Her and Jonah Hill.
Yeah, her and Jonah Hill. When
Yeah.
they get skinny, they're just not funny anymore for some reason. She has that, like, I'm fat and funny and crazy, and will do crazy stuff, roll around on the ground and act nuts. Now she's like, good for her that she got in shape, but, you know.
Well, she's doing a lot more. I mean, yeah, I find her funny when she does a lot of physical comedy. So
Yeah,
like
the physical part of
Bridesmaids.
her is funny.
Yeah.
Like, if you ever watched the movie The Heat,
Oh,
her
The
Sandra
Heat is
Bullock
one of-
falling in stuff and knocking stuff down and being big and clumsy, and she's hilarious in that movie.
That sounds like the story of your life, being big and clumsy.
Exactly.
that's you
But no
relate.
Bond stories.
You relate.
But now she's like in shape, taking care of herself. I feel like it changes your comedy. I don't know. Jonah Hill's not funny when he's thin. He's not. He's
No,
Actually-
he wasn't trying to be funny for a little while. He was doing the serious roles.
But he was serious and big in Moneyball. I like
I liked him. I liked Moneyball too. But that was when he kind of started his whole transformation.
But what was the movie?
He's fat
with
again
Leo
now,
that
though, isn't
played,
he?
He played the
He
money
got
guy.
way big. He had
Is that
some role that they
Wolf
needed
of
him
Wall
to get
Street?
big again.
Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, we
now
said
it's-
two separate podcasts.
He
for
was
a second.
hilarious in Wolf of Wall Street.
Which
spun off into two conversations there. Sorry, we're new at this stuff.
Well, but Jonah Hill has a sort of a cameo in the new Coen Brothers movie, and it's almost sort of a method thing that he does.
Have you seen it?
I have.
Is it good?
It's good. It's even if you don't like Coen Brothers esque movies, it's a really good thing. And basically, it's a lot of movies inside of movies.
Yeah. The movie is Hail Caesar, by the way.
Yes, Hail
Oh,
Caesar.
okay.
But you go through, it's about a movie studio back in like the 40s.
Yeah.
But they actually go through and they film a lot of the genres that you saw in the 40s, like the big movie star, the big dance movies, or a western, or
The Roman epics.
the Roman epics, or the huge water dance numbers and things like that. But they do them true to that style, and then there's a story woven in throughout that. It's really pretty good.
But when you say
Should
cameo,
it have
I
been
heard he had like
nominated?
3 lines in the entire movie.
Yeah, but there are parts of his his portrayal that actually like speak sort of volumes to it.
Okay, all right. I wanted to see it. I mean, I'll have to go check that one out.
So disappointed in you. Justin.
Alone on a Saturday night?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, sure. Nothing else to do. Get a beer and go to the waterfront.
There you go.
Wow, that's stone cold right there.
It is.
So
I got to pick on him a little bit, you know.
I think that wraps up the Ghostbuster stuff.
Sure,
Wrap it up.
I liked
li-
it.
When does real
the
quick?
trailer.
When does that movie come out?
It's this summer. I don't know the exact date. We're gonna be so busy this summer with movies.
Half the podcasts we do are just gonna be reviews. It'll be a review after.
Yeah,
review.
I mean, a lot of
Well,
movie
it'll be
reviews.
the Thursday night thing, right?
Yeah.
Look forward to Lance Wyatt on some of these movie reviews.
So the next thing on our list here, Ken wanted to have a rant about a topic.
Oh, this
So-
should be good.
Do you still want to rant, Ken? Or are
Yes,
we gonna...
I do.
All right.
So-
Go ahead.
some people, I'm a big music fan. Like I like a lot of different types of music, but I get made fun of a lot for liking sad bastard music.
Sad panda music,
Sad
as we
panda,
call
yeah.
it. Music that when you walk in the store, we will not mention where Ken works, and it's playing after about 5 minutes, you start to look for something sharp to jab into your eyes or to just jump out a window and kill yourself because it's very depressing shit.
Good thing it's a first floor building.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, good thing.
So the rant I'm about to go on, I'll be the only one that cares about probably.
Okay.
Because Rolling Stone just released their top 40 greatest emo albums of all time. And there's a lot of bands that I'm a fan of on here.
I actually saw that.
Did you?
Yeah.
So I was...
There's 40 emo bands?
There's a ton. But so, like, there's a lot of stuff on here that's pretty good. But there's an album... My favorite album, probably of all time, is Weezer Pinkerton, which is a lot of time music historians claim is the start of the emo kind of revolution of music. And it only got, like, 19. I'm trying to find it here. And I was very upset about it. But Fall Out Boy gets ranked number 9 of all time.
Fall Out Boy?
Yeah,
It's not really emo.
No.
That's like pop, isn't
Yeah.
it?
It was
hipster pop.
Yeah. So, like...
Yeah,
Stuff my kids
or
listen to.
Bubblegum.
Yeah. So, yeah. Weezer Pinkerton
She
got...
didn't think so.
Gretchen's very upset about that. Gretchen, would you care to come?
I don't consider it bubblegum pop.
Yeah, the dagger look actually fixed it.
Okay, yeah, she shot some daggers your way. Lance will be in trouble later.
Yeah, what's
We'll
new?
recap that next week.
But yeah, so Weezer Pinkerton only got number 14
Can
out
I
of
just
40.
ask a question? What is What is that a name, Weezer Pinkerton?
Weezer is the band. Pinkerton
Oh,
is the...
okay. I thought you were saying it all as one.
Yeah, Weezer...
Wo-
I was just saying it
Okay.
fast. 'cause
Weezer,
was
I
fun.
like Weezer. I'm a
Yes.
fan of theirs.
So their second album... Pinkerton.
Weezer's definitely better than Fall
Yes.
Out Boy.
So their album was 14. And then...
I love Weezer. So.
Thank you. There's a lot of other bands that are good. But
What's number one?
You won't even ever heard of these people before. And I even listen. I because it was a work today. I listened to the top 10 albums.
Okay.
And I don't think any of them are better than Weezer Pinkerton. So it's Sunny Day Real Estate is the number one.
Who's that?
How can an emo band be called Sunny? What was it?
Sunny Day Real Estate.
What? Come on,
This will
an
be good.
emo band? That's not emo.
Yeah,
Yes, but it's
What's the name?
ironic.
What's the name of the band?
that's the name of the band.
Sunny what?
Sunny Day Real Estate.
Diary is the name of the album.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Pinky Tuscadero and the Twilighters at number one. I can't believe they're not number one.
But anyways, it's a lot of like, and then it's just annoyed me. I was gonna go more, but you guys.
What's number two?
It's actually Rites of Spring. It's a 85.
Go through a couple and see it until I get one, till
All
I
right.
know one.
Do you won't know this one? You might know. Have you ever? No, you probably haven't heard of this.
Wait, can you say it at least? Just like here's
So-
a pen. Oh, you won't know that. Oh,
All
you
right.
won't know
So,
that. Just
The Promise Ring. Have you ever heard of them?
I gave one of those one. No,
So that was number 3. Number
Okay.
4 was Jawbreaker.
who's by who?
That's the band. I'm just naming the name
What's,
of the
what's the
band.
name of the album?
Dear You.
Dear
Oh, you found the
You.
list?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Nope. Okay.
All right. Braid.
Nope.
All right. American Football.
Yes. I've heard of that. I don't know what they are, but it's
You've
on
heard of the
Sundays.
sport?
No,
Yeah.
seriously, I've heard of a group called that.
Okay,
before.
so they were number 6.
I don't know. Couldn't tell you what they sing or what they are, but it sounded familiar.
It wasn't. That album wasn't bad. So far out of all these, my favorite was the Rites of Spring. That was number 2.
And
But
Weezer is what number?
14,
14.
which I think is far better than that.
So I don't know any of these until Fall Out Boy at number 9.
How can My Chemical Romance be below Fallout?
Now them I heard.
yes. Well, Jimmy Eat World Bleed American was number 8.
Okay, I've heard Jimmy.
That is a fantastic album, which deserves to be in the top 10, but I don't think it's that much further than Pinkerton.
Okay.
And then it's Fall Out Boy, and then it's My Chemical Romance, and then it's
Which album from My Chemical Romance?
the
3 Cheers for My Sweet Revenge.
which is a good one.
Yeah, that's
Their band Thursday,
Thursday. I'm not a fan of theirs. I like Friday.
and then that's the top 10. There's another Jimmy Eat World album,
Stupid joke, but Lance liked it.
but so I was annoyed because there was just where Weezer was placed, and there's a lot of other bands like. So it Saves the Day is the name of the band. The
Okay.
album's Through Being Cool. It's one of my favorite.
Every time he says the word, he looks at me.
Why you're like, well what's that?
Weezer Pinkerton. That sounds like a whore that lived down the street. Weezer Pinkerton. Oh, don't stop by old Weezer Pinkerton's house. She gives blowjobs for $15 in the back of a dirty old taxi.
Yeah, but
Weezer Pinkerton.
at least you get an albuterol
Yeah,
buzz from
like
it.
just the way you said it. You said it so quickly. I was like, oh, I thought I knew her, Weezer Pinkerton. She's a whore, that Weezer Pinkerton. Good old Weezy. Like, no, I know who Weezer is. I didn't put it together. Again, your grasp of the English language, you confused me.
No, that would be Wheezy Pinkerton.
Wheezy, old Wheezy Pinkertons.
Oh, this has gone downhill fast.
We kept it classy for a while there, and then it went downhill.
So, anyways, I'm going to finish up saying that
Okay.
number 18, Saves the Day as the band, album Through Being Cool, is one of my. It should be top 10, top 5. It was 18.
Who came up with this list?
Someone at Rolling Stone, and then the band Brand New has 2 albums on here, far better than 19, and the other was at like 30 something.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good bands on
So
here.
this was just basically some guy at Rolling Stone said, these are the groups I like.
Yeah, he made a list, and it annoyed me today.
Yeah. Based off nothing.
Based off nothing.
This is who gets it.
Yeah, so that's me. I like music, especially sad bastard music. And that was
It's
me.
so sad, his music. Why wasn't your guy on there? Is he not considered emo? Who's your guy?
Ben Folds.
Dan Folds 10 something.
Yeah, no, Ben Folds was not
Ben
on
Folds
this list.
5.
Well, because it's like emo punk emo.
Because he is the saddest bastard
He's not
in
the
the
saddest,
world.
but he's fantastic.
He's actually very talented.
Thank you.
He is, but the music just puts me to sleep.
Sad panda music.
I will go with Sad Panda.
He writes his own orchestra.
Emotional mess after 2 hours in here listening.
Oh,
So does Trent Reznor.
yeah. I
Yes,
like.
but that's just the quintessential nihilistic kill me type music.
But speaking of Trent Reznor, there's a great mashup I watched of, what is it? Taylor Swift, "Shake It Off,"
Yes.
and "Perfect Drug" by Nine Inch Nails.
Oh my god, I need to see that.
It's amazing.
We'll put it on our Facebook wall.
I need to see that.
I'll post it.
All right, guys. So we were going to talk about keeping it short tonight. Right now, we're at 46 minutes.
Do we have anything else we want to talk about?
There was one other topic that I was going to bring up that might get a little heated.
No, we'll go for it. We got
Let's do
time.
it.
We
We'll
got
go
all
for
right.
it.
When
So
this takes 45 minutes, it's Don Biordy's fault.
We're gonna get hot.
so
I haven't talked this whole podcast either. So.
oh bullshit.
No.
So one of the things that we've gone back and forth about
Okay.
is assigned theater seating.
Okay.
Oh, I hate Song Theater.
I knew it was going to be
Hate
you
it
two
too.
against me.
I hate it.
All right. I love.
Hey, wait a
I
minute.
love
real
assigned
quick
seating.
before you get to that.
Okay.
What was the name that was on your Oscar list that was going to make me mad? You never mentioned it.
It was Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Sorry. Had a brain fart.
That's all right.
Put it back in the order again.
Now you're all mad again.
All mad again.
So I love the assigned seating for
Hate
theaters.
it.
Why? Sorry,
I have to go with Justin on
I
this.
hate it.
Because
you're kicked off this podcast.
so all right, good. Thank you, Lance.
One and done.
These two idiots just high fived for the world to see.
Well, no, let me tell you why, and then maybe you can,
go ahead,
you can
go
chime
ahead.
in.
Okay,
All
go
right.
ahead, Lance.
Number one, I like assigned seats because number one, I can actually choose where I'm going to see the movie from.
Okay.
So I can actually show up less than a half hour before.
You can show up 5 minutes before.
Exactly.
Okay. Or is this going to be point counterpoint?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
point
sure.
All right.
counterpoint.
All right. Good.
All right.
Counterpoint.
Counterpoint is, for instance, in Deadpool, where I was now stuck to the seat with the jabrones in the row that we were in, I would have loved to said F you seat and gone to another seat, but I couldn't because there was assigned seating, and I was stuck being in the way of a drunken parade party
Yep,
that was
that was
annoying. And I had to stand and wait for him. So I should be able to have the choice to get out of a bad situation.
Winner
So-
Ken.
And honestly, the way it happened during that movie, you couldn't have. It was bad. But if you go in there to start and there's somebody being an idiot and you want to move, just simply walk out, talk to the attendant, and say, "Listen,
I shouldn't have to.
these guys are being
Who's
idiots."
doing that? Come on.
Yeah.
Well, but the other thing with reserve seating,
I took care of those
Teacher,
guys myself.
teacher, they're yelling at me. They're being rude. Go get them.
but with reserve seating, also it's usually away from general admission. So the people that are going to show up to a movie drunk are going to sit in general admission.
But they weren't.
Not those guys.
I think the worst that Deadpool movie with that group was the worst I've been to a movie in a while.
Yeah, it was. That was a bad group.
Well, here's what I don't like about it. Want to know what I don't like about it?
Tell us what you don't like.
Is I wouldn't mind reserved seating if it's just the 4 of us going. When we go to the movies, we go with 15, 16 people. And all the coordinating of everybody got to try and get a seat together and let's pick our seats. I can't think that far into the future about where we're going to sit and all these assigned seats, and it's agitating.
But that's a whole other issue that
It's not a whole other issue. It's the issue right now.
That we just need to not worry about it and
Point.
buy seats.
Point done. Yeah! High fives on radio. This isn't radio.
We can yell louder so we can pretend
We
that
won. We got the point. Let's go to a commercial. Take a quick commercial break. So what else about it? So we're on this topic because we're trying to figure out where to go see Batman vs Superman. And what is it now? 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks?
3 weeks out.
3 weeks
6
out.
months away.
So yeah, it's at least 7 months away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're trying to figure out where to
Are you
go.
filming the Christmas episode already?
Yeah.
And Ken and I don't want to do the reserved seating. Justin does.
But when
2 out of 3.
When I've looked at the shows,
Now,
everything at Cinemark now is reserved seating.
which is dumb. I don't want to deal with it because I want to go in and get a feel for it. Also, too, I should get rewarded
You wanna
for
go in
getting
and
there
feel what?
early. I should get rewarded for going in early and getting the good seats.
Right.
And also, too,
But if you buy your ticket ahead of time, you can
did
still
get there
get there
early.
early and get your seat.
but
gotta
I
go in there
can't
and
look
filthy.
menacing to other people so they don't sit near me. I need a buffer zone of people, of
does.
space. No one wants to sit next to me. I'm
Except me.
large. No one wants to sit behind me because I'm too tall. Like, no one wants
Lot
to
of
be.
smells emanating from
And what's
you,
great
yeah.
is whenever we go as a group and we take our section of seating, we're loud and obnoxious. Everyone stays away from us. We've never had a problem with people.
Except like in Deadpool when the entire theater was full.
Reserved seating.
reserved seating.
The entire theater was full.
They would have stayed away from us.
They would
I
have
would
space.
because there was space in the front. People would have sat down there, not sat near us. Because there's always courtesy seats,
Yeah, buffer zones.
buffer seats.
I don't know. I mean, I
I'm willing
understand.
to try it one more
Here's the-
time, but if I have another bad experience, it's done.
What we're talking about doing is going to this time to the Cranberry, which is the larger seats, the recliners.
Which, our local.
Toilets
So,
built in.
so if you had a built-in buffer seat or
Yeah.
buffer area, would you be fine with
Yes. Now, if we go here and these recliners have like,
Why don't you just buy the seats next to you and spend $30 on tickets?
No,
I bought this whole section. This is the Ken section. No one's sitting in it.
yeah, because then they'd try to sit there anyway. Like, oh no, it's sitting here. It'll be like a baseball game. I hate it. Hate it.
What I don't like is the XD theater. Because it's not 3D, which I don't see 3D because 3D is dumb and it hurts my eyes. But the XD theater, I don't really know what we're paying the extra $3
You're
for.
paying for
the
all
bigger
those-
screen.
It's a bigger screen, it's better sound, it's clear picture.
It seems the exact same as seeing it anywhere else to me. Not for $3 more. I don't find. I'm not in there going, wow, look at that. Look how big Deadpool is. He's almost the size as me. This is fantastic.
It's almost the
It's all the
That's-
same when I'm snoring next to you. So.
Yeah, Lance falls asleep every movie we go see. Did you fall asleep during Deadpool?
Yes, I did actually.
Yeah. You miss a lot of the movie because you're sleeping. I miss a lot of the movie because I'm peeing. The entire
Ken misses a
time.
lot of the movie because people are walking in front of him.
Oh,
That's usually Don.
Yeah. But I let that slide. But those guys, I've never been more fired up at a movie.
That was very annoying. They kept jumping over
It
us.
was. And every time they walked by, I got stepped on.
Well, it's the little guy.
Yeah. They don't respect the cheese.
No.
They're like, who's this guy?
And I'm too nice to push them over in front in the row in front of us. Which apparently the second guy that left when you made the comment,
Yeah.
he came back in the other way.
He was afraid.
and fell over onto a woman in front of him.
After you said, this is ridiculous. then he got mad. Then he wasn't coming back again after that one.
And I stood up every time they walked by too, to show that the entire movie theater that
To show them that you're 6'5", and angry.
Yeah.
Look how tall I am.
Look
Look
at
what a
this.
chore it is for me to get up.
Yeah.
You should just let him crawl over your legs.
I should have gave him $1 and told him to dance
Yeah.
across.
Or when they crawl over your legs next time, just go, ooh.
Oh. Slap
freak
his
him out.
butt.
Smack his ass.
Dance for me, Cookie.
Ooh, this
I
again.
bet he won't come that way again.
Well,
Speaking of weird touching and stuff like that, that's a weird transition. Have any of you seen that video going around on Facebook where the guys are going up the escalator, and it's like a really weird guy, and as he goes by a group of guys, he rubs the guy's hand, touches the guy's hand, and then the guy touches Ken's hand, and then the guy like freaks out and like is looking at his hand. His boys are with him, and then the guy's just like looking at him, winking and blowing kisses at him as he's going up the escalator. And he does it to like 7 different guys, and every guy he does it to is so freaked out and like terrified or like wanting to punch him, except for one guy. He like blows a kiss back and waves at him. It's so funny, just a little touch on the hand, and they just like freak out.
So I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
So how did it feel when that guy grabbed your butt at Walmart?
Oh boy.
Oh, this sounds like a story.
Well, that's an old story. That's 2012.
Yeah, but
But it
it's,
was
it's,
the memory
It
popped
was a
up this
Facebook
week.
memory.
but it's a very similar situation.
Well, it's my ass, not my hand. First of all, so yeah, I was in
They
Walmart,
all have nerve endings.
standing there in my sexy 8-year-old pants, waiting in an aisle as my wife was buying something. And
Wait a
this,
minute. Is it pants of an 8-year-old or 8-year-old pants?
Ken refers to these pants. See that I have
These
on?
like Jim
Adidas pants.
Ah,
He
that-
calls
okay.
them 8-year-old pants.
athletic pants.
Athletic
I call them
pants,
comfy
okay.
pants. So anyway, I'm standing there.
But they're like what you buy an 8-year-old to wear.
Oh,
when
shut
it's,
up!
like, go-
You're with your overalls and crap. Let's not start fighting. We're almost done here. So
Turn this
I'm
into an hour
standing there in the aisle, and
Next week it's fashion between Ken and Don.
I'd
this
like
old
that.
guy walks by, and he's with his wife, and he had like a coat on, like a trench coat on. He kind of looked strange. And as he was walking by, I saw him at the corner of my eye, and he went by, and he just got the right cheek and gave it a little. I'm not going to squeeze you. But he just gave me a little squeeze, and I went ooh like that, and turned. And he just kept walking. I was so shocked. I like looked at Lou like, wait a minute, that like nah, that what? Like did that happen? Like I was so shocked by it, and then I looked over at Sabra. She was like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "That guy just squeezed my ass." For no reason, he just kept walking, and he just kept on walking with his wife talking. Just gave me a little squeeze, and yeah, it felt really, really weird. But that's a lot different than touching a hand and going right in there because he was right in there. He got a nice little squeeze.
Yes, but if you ask any girl, that's the club on a Friday night.
What? Getting your ass squeezed?
Yeah.
That's what happens to girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I'm not a girl. I'm a dude at Walmart with his kids and his wife, and another dude's grabbing my butt.
Everyone's got a type.
I mean, I didn't get mad. I didn't like run after him and go,
Yeah, but-
mother effer and punch him. I just was kind of like, if you're crazy enough to do that shit, I hope you got what you needed out of there and have a good night. I'm not going to go run you down. These guys got really mad over like hand touching, you know.
So do you think you should?
It's probably fake anyway. It's
It's the
it's
internet.
Facebook. It's
Every
all fake
video
anyway.
on the internet is fake.
I just like the sound of the song that they're playing with it because every time they do it, they restart the song, and it's something about touching my something. Or whatever. It's a pretty funny song. I'll
Is it?
find
Is it the?
The vinyls.
No. Is what was it? The
I'll put the video on Facebook so you can see what we're talking about.
the thing called Love by The Darkness.
No, it's
Oh.
a weird like
Touching
techno
Me?
song
Yeah.
from like Finland or something. I don't know. It's really strange.
Finnish
Yeah.
techno?
It's something that
It's-
Justin probably.
Oh,
listens
Justin's
to.
eyes just lit up. He's like, oh, I know all the Finnish techno.
It's something about touching a ding ding dong is what the song says.
Oh my god.
It's really weird. So,
those
but
crazy
yeah, it's
things.
funny. I'll put it on there so we can check it out. The Ghostbusters trailer's on there too, so check
We have
that
to remember what else we have to put on there.
out. Pictures of you. No, what was the other thing we had to put on
I thought
there?
there's something else we had to put on there.
Were you going to put the Rolling Stone top 10?
Oh yeah, I'll link that too.
We'll link that too, because now we have a place to link all this stuff,
Yeah.
which no one comments on except for Mindy and my nanny Alyssa.
No.
No,
Tussock.
Tussock. Yeah. Shout out to Tussock for the
For
only
quoting.
person for quoting. The only person that watches the show or listens to it and
Quotes my
comments.
horrible English. They can't speak.
So
yeah.
thank you, Brian. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think that wraps it up for the night.
Is this under an hour?
It is 2 minutes, under an hour. We're at 58 minutes.
All right.
We did well tonight.
Woo, good job.
Hey, high fives all right. Lance kept us on the ball.
Yeah, he did. We liked it. Lance, thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks, Lance.
We
Fun
appreciate
thing.
it.
I'd
Thanks,
come back
Gretchen,
again.
for your interjections.
Anytime.
Thank you, Justin, for a well-organized show.
I try.
I
So
think,
we're gonna
I think a cheese run show is a nice show.
It is.
So
you
you
have cheese in a show. It's always a good show, especially cheese rock, or what we call you, rock cheese. Earlier.
Cheese rock.
Cheese rock.
Cheese rock. Good job.
All right.
Nice job.
All right. Check us out at kfpodcast.com and Facebook /KF.
And on YouTube, and soon to becoming a Twitter page also.
Oh, look at that. We're expanding.
Expanding all around.
Social media.
Using that social media.
Yeah. We had some good views. We got to get this done so we get under an hour.
All right.
All
Thanks,
right.
everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Have
See
a
you
good week.
guys.